Hello and welcome back to another Peoplevox tutorial. Today we're going to go through how to make a return using our new returns workflow. This will be on the website. So as you log in, you can see our new navigation panel on the left. And we're currently under returns, not in bold here, which shows you the current workflow. To get to the new one, you can click Return Items Beta. And we can minimize that panel to have more visibility of the screen we need to operate on. So I'm now at the returns bench. The returns come through. I can scan either sales order number, RMA number, or tracking number. And I've scanned that, and you can see the first thing that's come up are the items at the bottom. So we have a few options here set as default. Auto print items after return. So this will be the item barcode, should you need to rebag this item. And the multi-item return mode is enabled, should you want to process multiple items on the same returns record. As you can see, if we move the mouse here, you can see the cursor has already selected scan, because it's expecting us to scan the item. In this case, a t-shirt, black, medium. Now we've jumped down the screen to reason. As you can see, the cursor's also moved here. So if I just scroll up slightly, you can see there are no reasons and expected states, but we have got some comments. All of this data is provided by your returns portal, which is then integrated into Peoplevox, populating the information here. So we have no reason, so we'll take the item out and we'll inspect it. And we want to look at the item, and it turns out it's in good condition. So we'll say return other. And the state it's in is fantastic. So like new, refund. Then we have a location we can scan it into. In this case, we're near the goods indoor, so we're scanning it into the goods indoor location. Now you can see that returns being processed, and that is updating both the warehouse inventory, that's updating the returns portal, and that can also be used to update your website too. And now because we selected the print item labels, here you would be able to select your item label printers and the various templates, because you might have different sizes for different SKUs, and then automatically print using the selected options going forwards. So we can close that for now. And that's the return processed. So now we've processed a single item return, let's look at how to do a multi-item return. As you can see here, I've decided not to print the item labels and enabled multi-item return mode. So let's scan the barcode on the package. As you can see, we now have two items. So first, the t-shirt black medium. Let's scan that item, confirm that has been received. Perfect. It's now pre-populated the size and the state, because that's what's captured on the portal. If you'd like to overwrite that, you can click on there, change it, or rescan a new barcode. But going on the basis this is okay, we can then scan the two locations for the item. Then we have our next item, the t-shirt blue small. So let's scan that. Scan that to its two location. And that return is now complete. So now we're on to our third scenario. A multi-item order that's gone out, but not every item has been returned. So similar process, scan the barcode at the returns bench. It brings up the information. Here we can see the first item, the t-shirt black medium, has a reason and state. If you hover the mouse over there, you can see that in more detail. But the second item doesn't, and we only have the one item in the bag. So let's scan the barcode for the t-shirt black medium. Assuming everything there is okay, we'll then scan it to a location. Now the system is expecting there could be the second item there. However, we know that's not the case. It's only one item in the package, and that's now been scanned. So we'll scan complete return barcode. And we've now completed that return with one item of the two that were on the original order. So now what we're going to do is show how to process a return and then change the pre-populated return reason and expected state. So first thing we'll do scan the barcode. In this case, we scan the tracking number of the shipment that's come back. So when your returns portal generates a label, you'll have a return number, a sales order number, and a tracking number created at that point. Using this method means at the returns bench, you don't need any additional documentation in the package. The inbound tracking number can be used to identify the original order. So now we've scanned that, we can see the cursor has now moved to the items. The scanning items here. And this is the item we're expecting. Currently 0 out of 1 has been scanned. And the reason, no longer needed, the expected state, like new resellable, and the comments are change on mind. So we then take this t-shirt out of the pack and we have a look and we inspect it. And we believe that it's no longer resellable, it is damaged. So now what we can do is we can go to the returned reason. We can clear that field. You can click into it and select from the drop downs, or you just click into it and scan a different reason. In this case, we're going to say damage and scan refund. That's the one we need. And in here, we then have our state. So like new refund, so we can scan a barcode for the state, or we can click into the drop down and select one of the items manually. So for this one, we're going to say damaged, no refund, because in this scenario, it looks like it's been damaged by the customer who's received the goods and then sent back. And now because the item is damaged and no longer refundable, the to location you scan into has to be a quarantine location. The reason behind that is in a quarantine location, stock from there is not visible to your integration and therefore cannot be sold, because the last thing you'd want to do is identify a damaged item and then put that back into circulation. You're leading to a future return and another potential customer complaint. So we'll make sure we put that into a goods in location. In this case, it's our goods in door 1. Now that it's been scanned, we're updating the record for that return to say these reasons and states are no longer the applicable ones and there are now new ones applied. And you can see in the top right, your return has been successfully completed. And that is how you will process a return that arrives in a different condition to what you originally expected.